This story is called Racing Dreams Revved. The sun was setting over the small town of Oakdale, casting a warm orange glow over the streets and homes. For 14-year-old Jack, it was just another day, filled with the smell of gasoline and the sound of revving engines from his father's garage. Jack had always been fascinated by cars and racing, spending most of his free time watching videos and reading books on the subject. He dreamed of one day becoming a professional racer, but for now, he was content with helping his friends tinker with their own vehicles in his father's garage. As Jack walked home from school, he stumbled upon an old, abandoned pit stop on the outskirts of town, hidden behind a thick veil of overgrown bushes and rusty gates. The sign above the entrance read, "Pit Stop," in faded letters, and the building itself looked like it had been out of use for decades. Despite its run-down appearance, Jack saw potential. It could be the ultimate hangout spot for him and his friends. A place where they could work on their cars and share their passion for racing. He quickly gathered his closest friends, Alex, Sarah, and Mike, to explore the abandoned pit stop and see if it was worth renovating. As they stepped inside, they were met with a musty smell and the sound of creaking wooden beams. But Jack's excitement was contagious, and soon they all shared his vision for the old pit stop. "We could make this place awesome," Alex said, his eyes scanning the room for potential. "Yeah, we could have our own racing team," Sarah added, her voice filled with enthusiasm. Mike, who was always the skeptic, raised an eyebrow. "But how are we going to pay for all of this?" Jack grinned. "Leave that to me, I've already got a plan." The group began brainstorming ideas, from hosting car washes to selling snacks at school events. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, they left the pit stop with a sense of purpose and excitement for their new project. The next day, Jack and his friends gathered at the pit stop, eager to start their renovation project. They began by clearing out the trash and debris that had accumulated over the years, revealing a large, open space with old workbenches and tools. Alex, who was skilled with a hammer, started fixing the broken walls and windows, while Sarah and Mike worked on cleaning the floors and surfaces. Jack, meanwhile, focused on restoring the old pit stop sign, carefully repainting the letters and replacing the rusty hardware. As they worked, they discovered that the pit stop had a rich history, with old racing trophies and photos on the walls, telling stories of past victories and defeats. The group's excitement grew as they envisioned their own racing team, competing in local tournaments and making a name for themselves in the community. However, their progress was soon disrupted by a rival group, led by an arrogant teenager named Vince, who had been trying to dominate the town's racing scene for years. Vince sneered at Jack and his friends. "You think you can just waltz in here and steal our thunder? This pit stop is going to be mine, and I'll make sure you never set foot in it again." Jack stood tall, looking Vince straight in the eye. "We're not afraid of you. We're going to restore this pit stop and make it better ever, with or without your permission." The rival group began to sabotage their efforts, stealing tools and vandalizing the property, but Jack and his friends refused to give up. They worked tirelessly, determined to outsmart Vince and his crew, and prove that their friendship and teamwork could overcome any obstacle. As tensions rose, the town's annual racing competition approached, and Jack's group saw it as the perfect opportunity to showcase their skills and take down their rivals once and for all. "We need to get our cars ready for the big race," Jack said, his eyes gleaming with determination. "Can show Vince that we're not just a bunch of amateurs." The group nodded in agreement, knowing that the stakes were high, but their friendship and passion for racing would carry them through the challenges ahead. The day of the annual town racing competition finally arrived, with Jack and his friends eager to put their skills to the test. The air was electric as they pulled into the racing arena, their newly restored cars gleaming in the sunlight. Vince and his crew were already there, looking smug and confident, but Jack's group was not intimidated. "Let's show them what we're made of," Jack said, his voice steady and determined, as he put on his racing helmet. The starting flag waved, and the cars roared to life, speeding around the track in a cloud of dust and noise. Jack and his friends were neck and neck with Vince's crew, their hearts pounding in their chests as they pushed their cars to the limit. But just as it seemed like the race was going to be a fair fight, Vince's crew tried to cheat, using dirty tricks to gain an advantage. Jack's friends quickly realized what was happening and alerted him over the radio. "Jack, they're trying to sabotage us. We need to act fast." Without hesitation, Jack came up with a plan, using all he had learned about racing and teamwork to outsmart their rivals. "Sarah, can you take the inside track on the next turn? Mike, try to block Vince's crew from passing. Alex, get ready to give me a boost on the straightaway." The group worked together seamlessly, executing Jack's plan with precision and skill. The crowd cheered as they took the lead, their cars crossing the finish line in a photo finish, with Vince's crew left in the dust. Jack's friends erupted into cheers, hugging each other in celebration, as Jack grinned from ear to ear. We did it. We showed them what we're capable of. The crowd's cheers still echoed in their ears as Jack and his friends stood victorious, their cars parked proudly beside them. The town's mayor approached, a wide smile on his face, and handed Jack a trophy. Congratulations, you've won the annual racing competition. Your teamwork and skill have made our town proud. As they lifted the trophy aloft, the rival group, Vince's crew, slunk away, defeated and embarrassed by their failed attempt to cheat. The pit stop, once a neglected relic, was now abuzz with activity as people from all over town came to congratulate the winners and learn about their journey. Jack's friends were hailed as local heroes, and their hangout spot was transformed into a thriving hub for racing enthusiasts, filled with laughter, excitement, and the spirit of friendly competition. As they basked in the glory of their victory, Jack turned to his friends and said, "You know, this is just the beginning. We can make this pit stop the best racing destination in the country." Sarah's eyes sparkled with excitement as she replied, "And we can host our own competitions, invite racers from all over, and show them what we're made of." The group's enthusiasm was infectious, and soon people were talking about the pit stop as the go-to place for racing action and camaraderie. With their reputation established, Jack and his friends set to work, turning the pit stop into a world-class racing hub, complete with state-of-art facilities and a packed schedule of events. As the sun set on another day in town, the sound of revving engines and cheering crowds filled the air, a testament to the power of friendship, determination, and a shared passion for racing.
Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching my short stories. Subscribe for more.